everyone, welcome back to Modern Retro Gal. My name's JL in case you're new, and today I am going to do my February favorites. I haven't done a favorites video in a really long time, like probably well over a year. I just kind of found like I didn't necessarily have a lot of stuff or not even a lot of stuff, but kind of enough stuff every month to do a favorites video. But I thought about February and I was like, you know what? I have some products that I really liked. So I wanted to share those with all of you. And I will apologize if the lighting starts going kind of weird. It has been sunny all morning in my filming room until now that I'm ready to film, and the clouds have rolled back in and I think it's going to start raining pretty soon. So anyways, I apologize for that. But let's get into it. I have a couple of skincare products and then some makeup to share with all of you. So yeah, let's jump right in. Oh, before I do, if you like favorites videos, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up so that I know. Also, if you are new to my channel and you're not subscribed, please be sure to click that subscribe button and the bell so that you will always be notified when I upload. And for all of my newer subscribers that have joined the family, hello, thanks so much for subscribing and being here. So let's get into it. Yeah, we'll start with skincare. So first is from Pacifica. This is the Coconut Water Micellar Cleansing Tonic. I talked about this in my top 5 favorites cruelty-free drugstore skincare, but I'm going to talk about it again because I love it so much. When I first tried the micellar waters from Pacifica, I had the coconut, or not the coconut, I had the cactus water, and I liked it, but I did notice like it was a little, like every once in a while there was like a little bit of irritation for it. That formula is better suited for oily or acne prone skin. This one is supposed to be, they all say all skin types, but this one is supposed to be for drier skin. It also says especially stressed skin. Also, if you've been with me for a while, you know how much I love coconut scented anything. So when I saw there was a coconut version, I was like, yeah. So yeah, I have had zero irritation with this. I absolutely love Pacifica's formula for micellar waters. It gets rid of all of my makeup. It breaks down even my waterproof makeup without any like major tugging or rubbing. It just works so well and it smells so good. And to be honest, like if I'm really lazy, I can just use this to remove my makeup and not fully wash my face at night. I never do that, ever. But in the morning, my face doesn't feel like totally grimy and gross. So I really like this. I highly recommend it. I will list everything and put links to everything down below so you can check it out. Pacifica is 100% vegan and cruelty free, so they are awesome. Next up is a product, okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is from Honest Beauty, and I'm gonna be honest. Honest Beauty, if you don't know, is from Jessica Alba. She has the other like Honest products. She mainly started with like baby care products. This is the Elevated Hydration Replenishing Mist. I'm pretty sure this is cruelty free. This is one of those things where I sort of assumed that her whole brand across the board is cruelty free, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I don't know if it's vegan. I was going to check before I started filming, but I will notate down below in the description if this is vegan or not. I checked the ingredients and it seemed to be vegan, but I'm not the best at figuring out some of like the big technical ingredient names, if those are vegan or not. But it is free of alcohol, parabens, phtalates, however you say that, formaldehyde, PEGs, methyl, whatever the heck that is, Stareth N fragrances and dye. I got this late in the month. I was looking for a new toner and I freaking love this stuff. It's so good. It has chamomile and calendula to help calm and soothe. It has aloe vera to condition the skin. It has hyaluronic acid to help lock in hydration. It's just so good. And the best part of all is the pump. Do you see that pump? If you saw my video on products that I wanted to love but hate, you know that the Pixie Hydration Mist had this same pump and I was like obsessed with it. And it was the one thing that like made me so sad about not liking that product was because I love the pump. This has the same pump. I was so excited. It comes in a box, so I had no idea what the pump was gonna be like. And when I saw it, I was like, I love you so much. This is 3.4 fluid ounces or 100 milliliters, and it is, I think, $16. I got this at Target. We have 2 Targets in the area. I get really annoyed because one Target carries this brand and my other Target carries like the Pixie and a couple other brands that the Target that carries the Honest Beauty doesn't carry. So then I have to like drive all over town to get all of my stuff that I need from Target. Super annoying. But anyways, the first time I used this, I was like, oh yeah, I really hope that this is vegan because this is so good. So I will be sure to look this up and notate it down below if it is or is not vegan, but I'm pretty sure that it is. If you've been searching for a toner and you can find this at Target, buy it. If you have to order it from Target online, order it from Target online. It's so good. If I can find it anywhere else besides Target, I will link it down below also. But this is like my new holy grail toner. Fingers crossed it's vegan. So, excuse me, moving right along to makeup. I'm gonna kind of go, I guess, in order that you would apply. So a surprising favorite of mine in February, this is from Winky Lux. It is the Whipped Cream Primer. I have a video where I talked about this a little bit. I will link that down below also. It was from my Black Friday haul for Winky Lux. At first, I didn't think that I was really gonna like it, but over the last couple of months, I have been using it a little bit more, trying to really give it like a fair shot because it was just kind of sitting on my dresser, or not on my dresser, but it was sitting on my makeup shelf, and I just kind of wanted to like figure it out and see how I really felt about it. And I absolutely love this primer. It's really, really good. It just gives the most smoothed out look to the skin when you apply it. And when I put my makeup on top of it, I have very little pores or fine lines showing through. I have a little bit, but this is probably the best primer that I've ever found for really like filling in and camouflaging that. It's definitely like this whipped texture. I wish that there was some other way that they could package it besides a jar, because you do have to kind of stick your finger in there or have some kind of spatula on hand to get it out. But it just goes on so smooth and it sets really nicely, and it just leaves your skin just looking absolutely flawless. I don't know if you'll be able to see a major difference in the texture of my skin on there, but it's really good. The only thing about this is that it's not greasy, but it leaves a little bit of a slick to your hands. So when you go to like put the cap back on, that slick gets all over the jar. And so the jar ends up feeling oily, kind of oily and greasy, but it doesn't feel like that on the face. It's kind of weird. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's definitely like it's not an oily, greasy feeling on the face. It really kind of sets down really nicely on the face, and then you put your makeup on and it just feels really amazing. And I don't feel like oily or greasy or anything like that throughout the day. It's just weird the way the product reacts to the outside of the packaging. It just gets like really like kind of greasy and slick feeling. But anyways, I really recommend checking this out. It is a little pricey for how much you get, but you don't need a lot. You really, really don't. It takes very little of this product to go all over the face, spread, and fill in the pores. So really, really love this. Next up is my favorite foundation. It is my Holy Grail foundation from the drugstore. It is from Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I have a whole video on this. I will link that down below. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, I am in the shade LN4. I am starting to see this more and more in the drugstores that carry Physicians Formula. So I highly recommend you check out any drugstores or Ultas are starting to also get this in. And I am just obsessed with it. I think I can go up to the medium cool, but it doesn't look like it would be too dark, but I'm not sure. This is a little like on the neutral side for me. I'm kind of a neutral cool tone, undertone. So I think I might be able to go up to the medium cool 1, which would be MC1, but this does work for me really well. It comes in 16 shades. It can be a little bit tricky to kind of find that right shade. From what I've seen in the stores, it doesn't appear that a lot of stores are carrying all 16 shades. Some seem to be, some aren't. So if you go into the store and there's not all 16 shades there and you're not quite finding your right match, kind of see where you're in between, where it seems like there's a gap for your shade, possibly, and then check online to see if there's something that's like missing from the store that Physicians Formula has online. But I'll definitely link it down below to their website so you can check out all the shades. The light cool 1 is like would be way too light for me, like way too light. And that's the only light cool. There are 2 neutral shades in each category, from light, medium, I think it's dark and deep. But there's only 1 warm and 1 cool shade in each category of depth. So that's kind of the only thing that could get a little bit tricky, but I think I could go up to the medium cool and still be okay. But I absolutely love this foundation. It is hands down my favorite. I have been wearing it every single day since I bought it. It's what I've been wearing in all of my videos. It just looks so beautiful. It will work for just about any skin type, even like texture, acne texture, acne scarring. It glides over really nicely over that. It's very buildable. This is definitely like a lighter medium to kind of full medium range of coverage, but it looks so beautiful on the skin that I'm not even concerned about it being either light, medium, or full coverage, because it just looks so good on the skin. This dries down to a very like natural skin-like finish, kind of like that almost not quite satin, not quite demi-matte, just that very like natural skin-like finish. So it doesn't cling to any like texture or dry spots or anything like that. So I highly recommend it. Definitely check it out. This is vegan. It's a little bit pricey for a drugstore foundation. I think it's in like the $13 to $14 range, but it's absolutely worth every penny. Love, 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 love. Next up is another product from Winky Lux. This was actually a like free like thank you product with purchase that I made. I had no idea it was coming in. This is their diamond powder. They sent me the shade medium. I think it's just like a sample type thing. You can see I've already hit pan on it. This is a little teensy dark for me. So I'm definitely going to reorder this in the light shade. This is like their like powder foundation setting powder. It has a slight luminosity to it. I don't know because of the lighting if you'll really be able to see, but it just gives this ever so slight sheen to the skin. It doesn't like super mattify the skin, but I use it to set my makeup and it just looks so good on the skin. You can barely notice it, like the sheen in it. It's just this really subtle sheen so that your skin doesn't look cakey and flat. I'm not, for my skin, super mattifying powders don't really work that well anymore because I'm going to be 38 this year and I've got pores and lines and texture and stuff like that. But this is just, it is beautiful on the skin. So this is definitely something that I'm going to repurchase in the full size. So I highly recommend that. Next is a brow product. This is from NYX. The shape of the packaging is really bizarre. I'm not gonna lie. This is their Precision Brow Pencil. I use the shade Soft Brown. It's just like a medium warm kind of brown tone. It has enough red undertone in it to work with my red hair. It does have like a nice spoolie at the end. And then it has one of those kind of like flat rectangular tips. This formula is so good. I am obsessed with it. This is my new favorite brow pencil. It's just really, it's a really good pencil. It's a really good formula. It's not too creamy. It's not too stiff. It's super easy to use. I love that kind of like flattened kind of rectangular tip. It just makes it really, really easy to do like really stroke-like, hair-like stroke. Yeah, hair-like strokes with the pencil. It's really good. I think it's around like $9 or $10 and I've had this for a few months, but I am like obsessed with this brow pencil. It's so good. Highly, highly recommend it. Next up is, this is the little mini size. This is from Tarte. This is their Tarteist Clay Paint Liner. I got this as a set of 4. It had 4 shades. This is the shade Mulberry. This is their like deep purple shade. I'm hoping that you can buy this shade in a full size separate. I know you can get the black, but I'll check and hopefully you can get this in full size. Even the black is like, it's amazing. This formula is so good. If you have problems with like watery eyes or needing like your liner to like dry and stay in place, this formula is so, so good. And I've really like been obsessed with the Mulberry, like this purple shade. It's what I'm wearing today. I don't know if you'll be able to really tell. It'll probably just kind of look like I'm wearing black liner, but all I have is like a deeper highlighter, which I'll show you in a minute. Oh, there's the sun again. What was I saying? Oh, I just have a little bit of a deeper highlighter in my crease, and then I have this on as my winged liner, and it's so pretty, especially for green or hazel eyes. This shade is absolutely gorgeous, but the formula of this stuff is top notch. So good. And I love that when you open it, it has like this little well. So you squeeze it in there, you have the well, and you can have extra products sitting in there and just dip back in and keep going with your liner. This is just genius. And the sun's going away again. Yay. So I definitely recommend this. Highlighter. So what I have in my eyes, this is from Kristen Leanne and Urban Decay. This is the Beauty Beam Highlight Palette. You can still find this at Ulta, Sephora, or Urban Decay online. Highly recommend picking it up. These are the 3 shades that you get. I have, this is my regular face highlighter. This is the shade that I have in my crease right now. This shade is also absolutely gorgeous. I am obsessed. I don't think these are individually named. No. But basically, like, this is sort of like a champagne. This is kind of like a champagne, like a rosy champagne, and then this is kind of like a light bronzy highlight. They're all absolutely gorgeous. I am obsessed with this. Along with that, the Kristen Leanne for Urban Decay Daydream palette. Oops. I have a video on this. I will link it down below with a look that I did. I have been completely obsessed. Sorry about the mirror. I've been completely obsessed with this. I highly recommend grabbing this if you can. It is such a beautiful palette. The packaging, the shades, how it blends. I love both of these. If you can grab these, you need to grab them. Like legit, you need these in your life. I think they're worth the price. I think this palette is like $26 and I think the highlighter is like $29. Totally worth it. They're great. They're fabulous. I love them so much. Last but certainly not least is the color lipstick that I'm wearing. This is from Smashbox. It is their always on liquid lipstick. This is the shade Boz. This is one of those formulas I absolutely love. I love this red shade. It is like my new favorite red. This is one of those formulas where this is not going to dry down and suck all of the life out of your lips. It is very long wearing. It is not totally kiss or transfer proof, but I have eaten pizza with it. I've eaten pasta with it. I've eaten burgers with it, and it just sort of like fades a little bit, but not like regular lipstick. You don't get like the weird line around your lips. It's not like it fades just in the center. It's kind of like an even fade when you're eating. I've also found that typically I only need to touch up maybe once with this, and then I'm good for the rest of the day. And I have highlighter all over me. When I do touch up, it goes on very nicely. It doesn't like ball up or pill or get weird. Sometimes with liquid lipstick, if you try to add another layer later on, it doesn't quite work. It's sort of like the two layers start fighting with each other and it gets really funky. This doesn't do that. It's very comfortable on. It doesn't dry out. It just feels like your typical like matte bullet lipstick on the lips. So it's really great. I want to get more shades in this formula. I absolutely love it. So that is it for me. Those are my February favorites. I hope you all are doing really well. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun. You can also follow me on all the social medias as Modern Retro Gal. If you have any suggestions for videos, please feel free to leave those in the comment below. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all again soon.